Day, everyone. Bit of a mixed bag, I would say, today. So we had rain overnight, we had some storminess, and then it was quiet, less buggy this morning, a cool breeze, then the clouds rolled back in as a secondary front. It's really a trough, but it was attached to that front that moved through last night. And we're still tracking some showers right now. So if you're joining us from just outside of Pembroke, maybe right on the county line, 280, Claxton getting that rain, and just northwest of Manassas. I don't know if anybody lives right there. Maybe on your way to Metter, you are seeing some scattered sprinkles out there. Hinesville, and then closer to I-95 and 17, maybe in the Riceboro area and northern McIntosh County. These are kind of stuck, honestly. These would have supposed to be further south this evening, so they've kind of slowed down a little bit. So we might actually get some measurable rainfall out of this little guy over Candler County at this time. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the rainfall that we have received today, including the midnight rain. I know a lot of people are like, I got a message from one of my good Facebook friends, followers, and she's like, oh, it didn't rain in Richmond Hill. Yeah, I mean, unless you live right like a dead zone right here along 144 heading toward Fort McAllister, about 1/10 of an inch fell all over Bryan County. Maybe a little squidgy right here on the county line if you live in Jamestown, let's say, the only location that may not have gotten any rainfall overnight in Effingham County. And this is adding up here in, I want to say Claxton, Evans County right now. But the one holdout, most of Beaufort County did not get any rain as it lost its steam as it made its way to the coast. Sorry, Beaufort County. But you did get some sprinkles today, just not any measurable rain, but a lot of you had to use your windshield wipers on the way home. We're going to talk about those chilly temperatures. Currently right now, a balmy 56. The wind is out there, and as we head through the rest of the evening, we're going to slide into the 40s and wake up to the low 40s west of I-95 and closer to 50 if you're along the coast. So Brunswick 49 with clouds, Jessup 46, Bluffton, I know you're kind of coastal, but it'll still be a little cooler, 42. 42 Rincon, and Statesboro 39. But we have a wind chill in play because the winds will be brisk tomorrow, okay? All right, so see what I'm talking about? This is our modeling, right? And this model shows the rain well to the south of where it actually is. So the projection was, 3 counties off. The timing of it, at least. So that what we saw right here in Evans County will continue to slide through Glenville and through Baxley, and maybe by midnight be in Douglas, but it is slowing down. So let's go ahead and stop it here right around 8 o'clock. We're all clear. Savannah temperature 43, feels like 37. So I definitely think when you head out the door, you're going to need a heavy jacket, maybe even your coat. Shoot, if I were up that early, would suggest a scarf, and in fact I do have to get up that early because I need to do some training tomorrow morning. I'm training for a 10K. I've been telling myself, you've mastered the 5K, you need to do a 10K. I'm trying. So with the winds out of the northeast at 11, look at what it does to our feels like temperature. I paused it, I put a pause point in at 9:30. We don't get out of the wind chills until 10, but I honestly kind of hate that rule because, listen, when the wind is howling at a constant 15 out of the north and it's only 50 degrees, I definitely think it feels colder than that, but it's just a rule. We don't calculate wind chills at 50 degrees, but it will feel colder than that. So 56, that's it. 56 at noontime, clear conditions. Let's zoom out further. We make it up to about 63 in town. Those winds still at 15 out of the northeast, and they will be out of the northeast because of this area of low pressure that develops along the front that passed through last night. That's going to be right along Daytona Beach and kind of cutting Florida in half, and you can see that line with that area of low pressure, that blob in the corner there. So we're going to be watching that carefully. It's not tropical or subtropical, but if it starts to make a run inland, we're talking horseshoes, hand grenades here. So, but we definitely think that high pressure will keep that rain out into the Atlantic. So that's what's going to be our saving grace, high pressure moving in from the west. 9 o'clock Wednesday, 54, feels like 54, the wind's still around. See what I'm talking about? Do you see that counterclockwise rotation, area of low pressure? But high pressure in control. We have a 41 Thursday morning, and that feels like 37. So Thursday morning, you could even keep that coat around, wear it in the afternoon, and then on your way home, probably unzip it, enjoy a nice breeze, because the breezes will still be around. Thursday, they start to shift east-southeast, and so that means that high pressure will be pushing off, and then we'll get a return flow from the southeast, and that'll increase our temperatures as we head through the latter part of the week. Wednesday, 67, that's the high for Jessup. 64 Statesboro, 64 Savannah, 64 Rincon, 62 Hilton Head, and 63 for Beaufort. Let me go ahead and check in here on Facebook and say howdy, 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 howdy. Anybody joining us? Oh, we've got 19 comments. All right, cool, cool, cool. Judy, Ricky, Barbara Smith Sturgis, KKP, turn it down, Jamie. Hi from Richmond Hill, Lewis. Hi, Jerry. I can do it. Oh, I don't know. I could do what? Oh, I can do it. Oh, we talked about the 10K. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Hey from Hampton, welcome, welcome. Glad I don't have to be anywhere tomorrow. I'm glad that you can just kind of read a good book, snuggle up, have some cocoa. Tomorrow is a cocoa type of day. All right, some of these temperatures for our highs tomorrow, that's, I kind of played a trick question for you on my Facebook. I was like, who's ready for middle April? I think I forgot my seasons. These are like February temperatures, legit. So there's like winter highs, winter in the South, that is. I'm not sneezing. I took an allergy pill. Thank you for asking, Lily. Jim Aaron likes the cool weather. I think hi, Dawn. I think a lot of us do. Hello from Statesboro. Shafonda Wiggins checking in. Vidalia. No frost, Ethan. No frost. Feels like is, honestly, it's subjective, but when you do have, feels like temperatures below freezing, that can cause hypothermia and it affects your body. So not the plants. And we do not have any freezing temperatures in the 7-day. We have feels like freezing temperatures in the 7-day. So the lowest temperature looks like it may be 40 in Savannah on Thursday, and so that would mean about 36 in Statesboro. Listen, sometimes we miss the mark, I'll be honest with you. If you want to plan ahead and think about covering your plants Wednesday night into Thursday, if you live well west of 95, I have no problem with that. I don't, because I know a lot of you already planted. Potential for seeing some freezing temperatures next week, the first week of April, even the second week of April, 50-50. It's a high percentage of still seeing the possibility of freezing temperatures. So if you're thinking about planting, the rule of thumb is kind of near Easter, okay? So if you're thinking about it, you really want to do this because it looks like an awesome weekend to get out and get that yard work done. Prep it this weekend, but not necessarily plant, okay? Hey, Shelby, how are you? And Rachel Wall from Rincon. Garden can handle feels like, yes, Ethan. Your little tender vegetation, it has feelings too. But yeah, they can handle for sure. No frost, no frost. However, just in case, if you want to go ahead, if you want to throw a light blanket over anything, Wednesday into Thursday, this is the Savannah temperature. So it wouldn't be unheard of if a Swainsboro, Statesboro, hits 32 at daylight and the humidity's there and frost can form. So, just to be on the safe side, I wouldn't, you're not going to hurt my feelings, but it's your vegetation. Okay. All right. What else? If anybody had any rainfall totals from their gauges, we still send them to the National Weather Service. And I got a lovely note, even though I wasn't working last night, from a Janine who lives in Bullitt County near Portal, and said she received some dime-size hail. If you ever think that you have a weather report that's worthy of putting out to the National Weather Service, like rainfall, so officially at the airport, they only got 0.06 inches, but that doesn't paint the whole picture, right? And George Carlin, what did he say? He said, nobody lives at the airport. Why do we keep records there? It's kind of true. It's funny, but true. So whenever you have rainfall totals, whenever you have storm reports like hail, that would be awesome if you sent that in. And last night, I know a lot of you were probably sleeping, but if you checked your rain gauges in the morning and you want to go ahead and send your rainfall totals in, that would be very helpful. The National Weather Service, let me just say this, and I can put it out on my Facebook. CoCoRahs, CoCoRahs. A lot of you have always have emailed me and asked, what was the rainfall on this certain date? I remember it rained. I'll go to the airport, nothing, but I remember that it rained too. And so some people put in their, I live on Skidaway, I live in Savannah, I live in Wilmington. Be a part of that community, and maybe that will help you in future research, kids projects, or just your own personal, personal whatever. All right. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Last question was about your garden. So we're going to wrap this up here. Have a wonderful evening. Bundle up. Maybe open a window. Might be too cool for that. It's still kind of damp out there. The clouds are kind of inhibiting any of that evaporation. So it's kind of like that damp chill outside. It's not very comfortable. But at any rate, we will see that evaporation in the afternoon, but only 64, and the wind should help with that. So the winds won't help this, but it'll evaporate some of those soggy soils that are out there. Have a great evening. Stay safe. Be heater smart tonight, and I will see you tonight on the news at 11. Good night.